Hi everyone, my name is Jamie Hendricks and I'm the facilitator for Cups, and this is your daily auction feature. This basket is number 1013. It's tarot basket number 1. Again, tarot basket number 1, item number 1013. So in this amazing basket, we have 12 decks. 12 decks! It's not just tarot, it's also Lenormand, and we have some oracle cards all mixed in here. So let's get to it. Let's see what we had to look at here. Now, again, the majority of these decks have been donated by Beverly Frables. So thank you, Beverly, for donating these. And the other ones that are not donated by her, I'll point those out as we go. All right. First of all, we have Farrell Humphrey's American Tarot. Now, this is a deck that was produced in 2020. This is actually a rare deck. It's hard to come across. And you can see this one is brand new. The plastic has not been opened. We have the Phantasmagoric Theater deck, and this is a tarot deck. This one is opened, however, these cards are in like new condition. Let's see if I can grab one out of there. Whoop, that's like not actually a card. You can see that these really have not been used at all, and they're actually in really good condition. The colors on these are extremely vibrant. If you have somebody who's like into the theater or who's into kind of funky art, this is a great deck for them. And of course, there's a book in there that explains how to read the cards. Let's see what other tarot decks we have. Oh, we have Thoth Tarot. Of course, anybody who's into high magic or anything, this is a great deck for them. It's also got its own kind of reading system to it. It is tarot. It is still tarot, but it does have kind of its own symbology to it. It's by Aleister Crowley. And on the back, you can see some of the artwork there. This deck has its own kind of cult following. Like there's a whole group of people that literally only read with the Thoth deck. And this one is, again, brand new, still sealed in the box. Tarot, tarot, tarot. Oh, we also have something really cool in this basket. We have actually blank tarot cards. So these are tarot cards, like they're ready to be used, but they're completely blank. So you can actually make your own deck, which is really cool. And of course, there's 78 in there, so you have a complete deck when you're done. Okay, let's look at some oracle decks, because I think that's what we have next. Oh, no, one more. Tarot is we have the Modern Spellcasters Tarot. This is a very fantastical kind of deck. You can see on the back, you can see we have like almost like wizard looking guys, and just a very kind of, if you have somebody who's really into like comic books and that kind of artwork, they're going to love this kind of deck. Okay. Then we have Lenormand. Let's talk about Lenormand. So Lenormand is a different card reading system. It's quite old. Actually, it originated as a card game, as most tarot decks did, or as most reading decks did, not just tarot. But this is actually a German deck, and again, this one is actually really hard to find. So you're getting a very rare deck. It is in German, but however, there's translations out there to help you. There's also a book in here that will help you learn how to read the cards. There's 36 cards in a Lenormand deck. So there's other Lenormand decks in here. There's one by Raina George. Raina is out of Lebanon. She's Lebanese. She put together an absolutely gorgeous deck. It's actually gilded. It's absolutely beautiful. And again, there's a book in here that will help you learn how to read these cards. Lenormand is actually one of my favorite forms of divination. And there's another Lenormand deck. This is the Your Lenormand. A lot of these decks are German. Just happens to be popular there. But again, there's another deck that. These are all, this one and actually all three of those Lenormand decks are still in the plastic, by the way. They're brand new. So, Oracle decks. Let's see what we have when it comes to Oracle. We have the Magical Spell cards, which I'm having a horrible time getting open. There we go. And of course, all Oracle decks always come with a book that helps you decipher how to read them. This deck is obviously open. However, these cards are they're practically brand new. I'm sure they've just been like leafed through, but other than that, they're absolutely brand new, and that's what they look like. So it kind of gives you an idea of maybe what spell you might want to do, a number, and then the type of spell. So like that one would be creativity, destiny, prosperity. Beautiful imagery on these cards. Okay, so that's our magical spell cards. We have the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. This is another set. I absolutely love the back of these cards because, being a math geek, I'm like, oh, Fibonacci, sacred geometry. But it's also just a really cool, awesome symbolism. And then the imagery on these cards, the artistry on these is absolutely gorgeous. So that's the Thinker, time to go, regeneration. Like I said, the imagery on these is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And then of course it does come with a book that helps you again decipher the meaning and give you further meaning on those cards. So those are all from Beverly Frable. And then we have a couple of decks that are from Margaret Shepherd. Those are the medicine cards. Now, this is not the original book that came with the deck. The original, I have these cards as well, so I can tell you this is not the original book. What she did was she had it bound, which is absolutely wonderful because I can tell you my book from this deck is falling apart. So I love the fact that she actually had it bound. This is beautiful. And then these are the cards that go with it. These are gently used, but the deck is still in absolutely fabulous shape. So it is an oracle deck, so they're going to give you some Native American type imagery. So most of it is going to be with animals. And then in the book, it will tell you what that animal symbolizes and what it means. And then we also have the inner child cards. Now, if you have a kid who is looking to get into tarot, this is a great way to get them started. This is a fairy tale tarot deck. And again, she's had the book bound, which is fabulous. And then these are the cards. These cards are huge. So I can grab a whole stack here. And these, although they're used, I'm going to tell you they're like new. They're absolutely beautiful still. And you can see like the imagery in them. They're so colorful. And it tells you at the bottom what they are. So like this is the Six of Wands. It is a tarot deck. But you can see the imagery in them is very fairy tale-ish. So it's a great way to introduce a kid to a tarot deck. So if you have a child or a teenager who's starting out, it's a great way to go. If you're a kid at heart and just love the imagery, it's another just great deck. It's a wonderful deck for telling stories. So great deck to use for that. And that's called the Inner Child Tarot. In addition to your tarot decks that are in here and your oracle decks, you also get a bookmark, some pouches, and this amazing journal to keep all your readings in. So you can see this blue, it's like the pictures don't even do it justice. It's absolutely gorgeous. It closes magnetically, so there's a magnetic seal there. And then open it up and it's blank paper on the inside. Absolutely gorgeous journal. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will talk to you again soon, and thank you for supporting the church.